Hey everybody, 47 Mark 4 here, back with FTB's Revelation Pack. Alright, so I want to continue working on the nuclear reactor, our fission reactor. I want to try to make it better. So if we come down here to our containment bunker, you can see it's a little bigger than it was before. Only so that I have more room to work. I tore it down and put it back up. I sunk it into the floor. The core is still the same size, but I did take out all of the water stuff. It just didn't really seem worthwhile. So what I'd like to do today is I want to fix up the cooling, and I want to work on different fuels and that whole process. So I had a pretty good idea that I was just working on is, inside the reactor space is always important. And I'm wondering if I can use a block that I rarely use, flat transfer nodes, to save myself piping space. And I want to put at least one of these on, and I'm going to try it back here. I want to see if this works. So I'm going to take down the cooler. Let's see, do I have? Yes, I do. All right, and I'm going to move this guy, and we'll go ahead and we'll try an experiment. And that's what this whole process is about, right? I'm not making the most OP reactor on the planet. I'm learning and experimenting. So here's what I'm going to do. Oh, I got to put those on. I'm going to put this whole thing on XNet. I think that's a pretty good plan for right now. So let's see. I'm going to throw XNet right there so it's got lots and lots of power. And yeah, I think I'm going to connect her. We'll connect her onto the top of this guy. Yeah, and I want to connect her up here. Let's try a thing. Let's see, I can also... I better put it on the bottom here. I'm not sure I can connect her to the side of this tank. But, I mean, there's only one way to find out, right? So let's see, can I... I guess I'll come on by. I don't think... Yeah, it's not going to connect if I do it right there. So we'll go up the wall, we'll pick that guy up, and we'll continue coming up here. Yeah, I guess I'll come... Nope, not like that. I'll come over. There we go. And we'll come down and we'll pick up this guy. Because I'm thinking I'm going to use XNet to move lots of things around. So, channel 1. Channel 1 will be the coolant channel. So let's see. We're going to create a fluid channel. We will extract from this tank. We will insert into the buffer up there. Does that work? Yes, it does. All right, so it's pulling out of that tank. Cool, question 1 answered, totally can use XNet. And what I was thinking is, if I can run all the stuff on the outside of the reactor, then that gives me more options on the inside. All right, question 2, can I use this guy? And I think I can. I don't know, we'll find out when we slap this one. Uh-oh. See, that's never a good sign. That's why I don't use these blocks. My block just disappeared. Are you actually still in my inventory? Are you here somewhere? Yep, there you are. All right, I'm going to give it one more shot, and then in the garbage it goes. All right. And it says it works. All right, I mean, we'll give it a shot. I've had to edit these things out of my base before, but it seemed like a good option, right? All right, here we go. We'll go ahead and we'll slap that guy on there. And we'll put that there. All right, that works. So that saves us some space, right? Is now I don't have to use pipes on the inside of this. And I'm pretty sure that that's fast enough. Okay, what is going on here? Where did they fall outside, maybe? Oh, wait, I got one. I got the casing. Where are my parts? Put the casing down. All right, that's just weird. See, now I'm... Excuse me? Now I'm nervous and suspect over those other things. Are you in here somewhere? Yes, you are. I don't know what does that. All right. Here we go. Let's put this down. I don't know. I could be making a big mistake. I could just be having a bug, right? This could be a known error. Throw that there. Put that there. All right. That should work. We'll do one more. So, I'm planning on running the reactor a little hotter. So we might as well put 4 of these guys down. Okay. Do I not have... Oh, I'm out of mana, that's why. Okay, all right. I didn't see that coming. That's okay. I don't really need mana for right now. I haven't paid attention to that in forever, so no big deal that everybody's empty. All right, that should work. So let's go finish the wiring here a little bit. And I think it's going to be kind of clean, right? So let's do this. Let's put, see? See? That's so weird. Okay, there you are. There you are. All right, well, I'll put that there. We'll put this guy here. Put that up there. Yeah, and I think that'll be so nice and clean, right? We'll just run a wire around the top of the reactor and coolant done. Oh, yeah, got a shift to get around the corner, right? All right, so we'll just run a ring right here. Shift, there we go. And, you know, I don't think it looks too bad. Like, I could probably put the reactor up one level higher and bury it in the ceiling as well. And if I've got to do this down at the bottom, we'll bury it in the floor. All right, so that should be tons and tons of cooling. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, yeah. I got to go set XNet, right? Everybody's empty. All right, so you should be insert, insert, and insert. Right? And that should take it out. And this should be plenty fast enough for fluids. I don't believe XNet has the power for power, right? Like, it's not fast enough. All right, let's see what we got down here. Still says 7750. Something is not working correctly. Let's take a look. You've got coolant, you got coolant, you got coolant. How is this still 7,000? How is it 7,000? Something doesn't seem right. No, it totally is. Look at the heat go. Why are you 7,000 heat per tick? When I've got all of those coolers in there, that should be plenty. I mean, I know I took out a little bit of cooling, but I didn't take out 7,000 worth. Uh-oh. Something is not... Oh, no! They're not valid with a flat transfer node. They're not technically touching three sides. Can't be done. Okay, all right, give me a second. I'm going to have to put everybody back the way it was. That was such a good plan. That was such a good plan, but they're not touching the three sides that it requires. All right, everybody's back where they were. And we're back into the original configuration. No flat transfer nodes for me. All right, so let's go ahead and put this back the way it was. Insert, 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 and insert. Just like that. And we'll dump this garbage away. All right, so now we should have plenty of cooling. Yeah, we're down 3,000. And actually, you know what? I want to make that a little bit better. Yeah, right here. I made up a whole bunch of passive redstone and quartz coolers because I have the room and then looking at them, right? So the redstone can go on every reactor cell. And so I should be able to do something just like this. Let's see. Let's just go ahead and tile this guy. And we might as well wrap the core. Oop, not like that. We might as well wrap the core because we are going to make this reactor hotter. I just want to know, like, what can I do with it? And I could stack it up a little bit more. I've got an idea of running it a little bit more dangerously. Yeah, that'll work. And then the quartz are graphite, right? So touch all the graphite blocks. And I thought if I did it this way, I can put them on top too. That I could, like, cover the whole thing. Right here and right there. Yeah, I might run out of these. I don't know. Let's get the sides first. Oop. Because I figured, you know, what's the harm? We have more cooling? Oh, no. All right, so you are graphite, just like that. And then the redstones. All right, so we were at like 3,000 negative for cooling. What are we at now? Wow, that added a ton. 7,000. We can run this guy really hot. All right, so it's good there. I do want to do a couple of things. I do want to channel on this controller. And I got to think about where I want this. Let's see. I could... you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave power up there. I'm going to put... No, I need the bottom. Let's see. I need the bottom, and I'm going to need a side. right? So I'm planning a circuit. I guess I could use the front. All right, I could use the front. Oh, don't wreck the place. Yeah, this might get a little ugly. You know what I'm gonna do? Yeah, I'll do this. Let's see. If I do that, I'll show you what I'm thinking. I'll just show you what I'm thinking. I'm trying to plan this out while I do it. So I could do something like this. We could take a block like this, and we could redstone it up, right? That turns the reactor on, which, cool, it needs to run anyways because I need to burn through some fuel. And then I could come off like this, and I could do a comparator, which would take the heat output, and I could run it, something like this, and come around and run it back into this block. And if it gets too hot, then, coolio, it turns itself off. So, oops, or I could just break the reactor. So it's kind of live all the time now. I like that. Let's go ahead and power into the base. All right, so are you running? Yep, you're running. All right. So that then gives me a free side for XNet. All right, let's go ahead and just grab this stuff here. Let's do this. All right, get that guy there. Yeah, and that's cool, right? I can run it straight up. Super, super clean wiring. Right up here. All right, cool. Now let's grab a chest. Oh, let's grab a chest. And, I'll use this iron one just because I can. And we'll set the chest. Let's see. I'm going to set the chest right there, I guess. And I'll put a connector on it. And what I'm going to say here is we'll make an items channel. Right? Item, create. So extract everything from this one and insert it into the chest. And now what I want to know here is, will you take out... No, you won't. Maybe we got to teach it. Maybe we have to teach it. Maybe it's not XNet compatible. Right? You're the fission controller. And I said extract and insert. Yeah, that should totally work. Oh, man, I can't move these things by XNet? Right? How about extract these guys? Right? So it's just that. You know what? Let's try something different here. Let's try a connector. Do I have any advanced connectors? Advanced blue connector. Right here, I'll give it one of these. We'll turn it into an advanced connector. Maybe it's sided. Right? Maybe I can only do things from certain sides. So if I put an advanced connector on it, and we come over here and we say extract, and let's look. All right, extract from the top? No. All right, extract. Hello, extract, and you are an items channel. And let's say extract from the north. There it is. Okay, so it's sided. Okay, cool. So I want the depleted fuel in there. No, I want to go the other way now that I think about it. Let's do this. Let's do this. I just had such a better plan. Let's make this the fuel chest. So let's say extract from the chest and insert into this guy. And let's see if it moves the fuel. Right, so I'm going to take out the extra fuel. I'll put it in here. Yep, all right, so we got a fuel loader. Now, these guys right here, we can do stuff with that, right? So there's a reprocessor. Yeah, fuel reprocessor. So let's go ahead and make one of these guys and see how this thing works. Is this going to take a while? Oh, nope, I think it's done. All right, fuel reprocessor. And you know what? You know what we could do? We could go ahead. Do I have... Yeah, you know what we totally could do? Let's do this. Let's put a connector on the energy, and I'm gonna disconnect everything but down on this one. And we'll make ourselves an energy channel. Create, and I'm gonna extract power from there. And I will go ahead and power. Did I not put... Oh, no, I haven't put a connector on this guy. All right, so now I'm going to power this thing here on the energy channel. Right, insert power. You're getting power. All right, so here's what I want to do, is I want to take the spent fuel, and we'll come here to our energy. We'll make another channel. I can always clean this up later. Item channel, and I'm going to extract from the fission controller, right? Extract on the north side, and hopefully this works and doesn't pull the actual fuel out. And I'll go ahead and insert it into the fuel reprocessor. And that should reprocess this fuel. I think that'll work, right? And let's see how this is going. So we'll see if this works here. Now, the other thing I want to do is I want to make better fuel. And so let's go to @nuclear craft. And really, you know what I need is, let's look at the process for making oxides. So oxide. To make an oxide thing, I need to put it in a fluid infuser with oxygen that I get from an electrolyzer. Okay. So let's get those. An electrolyzer. Ooh. I went pattern crazy the other day and apparently made all of these. And a fluid, no, not fluix, fluid infuser. All right, so we'll make a couple of these guys. And I want to see how these work. Let's see how you're doing. All right, so you're done. Nuclear. Do I have this one and this one? All right, so let's see, the fluid, the electrolyzer. No, I want this guy on the end because I have a feeling what's coming up. So the fluid infuser, you can go there. The electrolyzer, you can go here. Right, and we'll do this. I'll go ahead and put them on connector just so I can add them to my energy channel. Right, so we're going to say insert and insert right here. Right, just like that. Cool. All right, so everybody should have this. And let's grab some water now in the process. And, I'll connect it across. And I'm going to make myself no, not an energy channel. I'm going to make myself a water channel, fluid. And I'm going to go ahead and extract from the sink. And let's put it in the electrolyzer right here. And insert. All right, so right here, this guy. And what are you going to do? Oh, we need speed upgrades. All right, speed. Let's grab a bunch of these. And we might as well have it make a ton. Whoa, too much. All right, so what are you going to do? All right, so you're making different fuels. Okay, I know what to do here. Let's go get a bunch of tanks. Yep, and let's see. I'm going to need a fluid duct. I think hardened will be fine, and I'll take a servo. Yeah, let's do this. Let's go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 4, right? There were 4 fluids. Hydrogen, oxygen, deuterium. I guess there's 3. And let's come out of the top of this guy, and we'll do this one at a time. This reminds me of other things. All right, so if I do this, you became hydrogen, and there's more hydrogen in there, but something is stuck in the way. All right, so then if I just do one at a time, you became deuterium. Cool. All right, we got this going on. Hydrogen, oxygen, deuterium. If I do that, there's my oxygen. And if I do this, nope, you're hydrogen. That's what I was afraid of. Oh, man, wrecking the place. Put all the good stuff back. All right. How do I empty this tank? How do I empty that tank? Right? It's got just the little tiniest bit of hydrogen in it. You know what I'm going to do? I'll worry about that later. I will just make myself another tank, and I'll pipe it in, and I'll take care of it other times. Oh, do I have? Oh, I wrecked 2 tanks. Okay. Let's see. Oxygen, you go back on the wall. And let me grab my new tank. All right, so we should have, everybody should stop moving. There's hydrogen. There's deuterium. There's oxygen. What's left in this guy? Maybe it's only 3. Deuterium, oxygen. I was expecting a 4th product, honestly, because it's got 4 boxes. All right, well, maybe that works. Maybe that works. We'll just set these down then. All right, so then I can connect her into these guys, and I want to name this one, right? So can I do this? Oxygen. And that's what's in here. And can I do another fluid channel? And I'll put all these on one fluid channel later, but I can do this now, so I'm going to. All right, so let's see. Are you not going to tell me? What's the point of naming them if you don't tell me? Right? Black hole tank, black hole tank. All right, well, how about this one? Nope, okay. Is it this one? Yes, okay, so it's the first one in line. All right, so let's do this. Let's extract the oxygen from this tank, and let's put it in the fluid, whatever it is. Right? Fluid infuser. Right there. Insert. Okay, so now it's filling up with oxygen. Very cool. It's a bucket a second. All right, so I think if we go ahead and we make some of that 235 fuel, right? I'm going to make a pellet. Okay, got my pellet. And if I come into my fluid infuser and I put my pellet in here, yep, it's going to go ahead and infuse. Let's give it about 10 speed upgrades and see what happens. Because I think this is like one way of making better fuel is to make everything an oxide. All right, there's my 235 oxide fuel. And let's go ahead and make a fuel, whatever it is. Do I have fuel rods? Yeah. All right, so there's some. Here's some. So now I have a 235 fuel rod. All right, and let's get this guy and take these out. And I want to see the power difference between this. So this is 12,000 at minus 7,600 for heat, right? And then the other thing I want to do is I should have reprocessed a bunch of fuels. And so I'm going to have to extract from here and do a process with it, but this is what I was looking for. Look, we got plutonium-239, we got neptunium-237, and uranium. And you know, I'm wondering, can I just break down? Let's see, we had another, this, can I just, so if I separate it, no. All right, so that's what you got to do. You got to burn a bunch of fuels and then break them down and you can make better fuel. So this one's almost done, right? And then it's going to suck in that one and the power should change. And then we'll go back and we'll break down some more fuel and we'll try something different. I love that it runs with the door open. All right, so there. Okay. Now it's got to take this out. Okay, so now I'm down to, all right, so now, we jumped up just by changing fuel. So I jumped up 4,000 RF a tick, and I took a little hit on heat, but I'm still really okay. So just oxidizing the fuel gave me, I don't know, what was that, a 1/3 increase? All right, cool. And, you know, is this filtered, by the way, for what I am extracting out of the fission controller? Extract. And then insert into the fuel reprocessor. No. Right? Insert. Okay, so I'm cool there. I'm cool. We can stick in. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and put those in there. And I'm assuming it's stopped because it's technically full. And I think I only need one more. And we'll explore what we can do with these materials. And we'll see if we can make a new fuel rod. Because that's my best guess is you just keep breaking them down. Let's see. You go faster. All right, so we've got... Oh, we actually get decent fuel. All right, let's see what we can do with 239. So I can decay it into... back into 235. I can infuse it into oxide. So oxide seems to always be a good idea. And then I can turn this into 239, and I need a bunch of 242 to make LEP-239. Okay. All right, so I've only got 16. All right, we might be able to do something here. We might be able to do something. Right, so you're just going to continue to work. I don't want you to work that fast. And then we'll take this stuff. So I've got to extract out of here constantly All right, let's make a new fuel rod. I think I got enough. Let's try some of this. The uranium-238, right? So let's see. If I take this and I do this, right, that gives me a 238. And let's see what 238 does for us. So I'm going to write on that so I can do depleted uranium. I can make MOX-239, which means I need plutonium-239 oxide. All right, that seems cool. Look at all my fuel options. Uranium-238 and plutonium-241 oxide. All right, cool. I'm going to make that one just to see. So I'm going to take this, and I put this inside of the fluid infuser. I sure enough can. All right, so I can automate this whole thing. I can automate this whole process. All right, can I do, so it's 241. I just want to see what the plutonium does. Right, 241 oxide. I should have a bunch of 238. Oh, wait, is this changing? No. Right, I can do that. So now we got MOX 241. Well, I could have just stayed right there. 241 MOX. What does MOX do? What are the properties of MOX? So it looks like more. And then this will, let's see, then it'll become spent or depleted MOX. And that's going to get me curium. And that, sure enough, that's exactly the process. It's all tiered. All right, well, let's take this guy. And let's see what happens here. So you can feed stuff around. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. All right, so let's see. Did you burn up that whole rod? Sure enough, you did. So I just got to make it come out of the reactor. I got it filtered somehow. All right, and 241. Let's see what you do. Come on, update. Holy cow! Uh-oh, look at the heat go. 24,000 RF a tick. And the heat is starting to climb. And now we get to see if the safety circuit works. And yeah. All right, so I'm just going to chill and let the reactor overheat. And, you know, we'll see what happens here. Yeah. Good plan. A little bit of work later. Here we are. We're getting ready to see the process. And I think it's happening. So what I had to do is I came in here and added a bunch of cells and took out some cooling just to balance the reactor a little bit so it would overheat. And you can see I'm off by 12,000 heat a tick. And if this is working the way I think it's working, I'm making 35,000 RF a tick. That is coming around here, and when it gets strong enough, it's powering this block, which burns out the redstone torch, which is the thing that turns on the reactor. And so the reactor is shutting down and cooling off right there, and then starts back up. You know, so it's the length of this redstone. So I'm at 11 right now, so I could make it a little bit longer and ride up here a little bit more. But that's what's happening, is now I'm getting 35,000 RF a tick using this MOX 241, which I've got to make the other fuels and break it down, but I'm actually getting pretty good power out of this, although I got to work on efficiency. But that's kind of the plan, so I think I'm going to leave the loop as a safety. I think I will probably make uranium and oxidize it, and we'll make that part of the production process. Like I might move some of this stuff upstairs or something. I'm not sure. But there we go. So now we've tripled up the power. And really, I'm probably going to run it about 2x. But that was kind of the next thing that I wanted to do with this reactor. I wanted to understand the progression of fuels. And so out of this one, I got Neptunium. And then, you know, I can use that fuel. Let's see. We get here, we get there. We use this, let's see, in the reactor. We get this guy out. And then you get americium, americum? I don't know how you say it. And plutonium. And that's all it is you keep burning the fuels to make fuels to get better fuels. It's a tiered system. So I'm probably going to run this thing on probably thorium and uranium for a while. And then if we need more power, hey, we'll do more power. But there you go. Even got a safety circuit on it. I like it. I like it a lot. So I'm going to walk away from my nuclear reactor that's overheating. That couldn't go wrong at all. So I'm 47 Mark IV, and, you know, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, hey, drop me a like or a comment. I always look forward to seeing those. And then I will see you in the next episode.